Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python complete course. So in the previous video, we study about constructor and instant variable. We saw how constructor automatically initialize object when they are created, but creating object is only the first step. Now we need to perform action using those objects. So these actions are performed using method. So in this video, we will study about what are method, thread method, class method, static method, self keyword, class keyword, and different between method type, real life example. So like this, so start this video. So this is the video name method in Python. So this is introduction that this chapter explain method in Python class, including instant method, class method, static method, and the use of self and class. So the first one is instant method. So first one you have a doubt about what is method. Or let's make clear. So a method is a function that is defined inside a class. Method describe what impact an object can do. For example, a car object can start, stop, and accelerate. These sections are method. Similarly, a student can study, attend class, and display detail. So these actions are its method. So moving to the next topic, that is instant method. So the instant method work with object data and always takes help as the first parameter. So an instant method work with the data of a specific object. It always has self as its first parameter. So its syntax is like this. This is the syntax. This is the syntax of instant method. It always has a self as its parameters. So self refer to the current objects. Let's understand it deeply, more deeply. Like this, here the self refer to the current object. Example like this is the self dot name belong to the current object. Every object has its own self. So I hope you guys understand from this. Now moving to the next one, that is class. Instant done. Self also done, that the self keyword. The self refer to the current object and is used to access instant variable and method. Now the next one is class method. The class method use the at the rate class method decorator and receive CLS as the, we also call CLS as class, the first parameter. So a class method work with a small variable. It uses the at the rate class method decorator. Its first parameter is CLS. Like if you want to take an example of it, like this is the example of class method. Here, this is used as the at the rate class method decorator, and CLS is also used like this. And the CLS keyword. The CLS refer to the class itself and commonly used to modify class variable. So the CLS refer to the class itself, not an object. Like if you want to do another examples. Here the CLS dot as total student means the variable belong to the class. The total student variable belong to the class like this. So the next one is A static method use the static. The static method use the static method decorator and do not require self or class. So basically, a static method does not depend on object or class variable. It is simply placed inside the class for better organization. So a static method uses the rate a static method decorator. For example, let's move, let's do a question. So like this here, the static method do not depend on object or class variable, so it has no self, no class, like this. You should probably make a note of this one. This is important concept. So I hope you guys done this. Now comparison. Instant method work with object. Class method work with classes. And static method are utility method. So basically, we will compare by its feature. So first, instant method. Instant method have feature of self, and then class method. Class methods have feature of CLS class, and a static method. Static method have feature of none. So the next one is work with. So instant method work with object data, while class method work with class data, and a static method work with independent logic. Decorator. So instant method do not have any decorator. Class operator have decorator at the rate class method. A static method have decorator at the rate a static method. So it's real life example. So if you want a real life example, so imagine a bank. Instant method is customer balance is different. Check. So if you put check balance, then it work on one customer account. And class method is the bank had one interest rate for everyone. Uh, So update the rate for so if you want to change the interest rate, then it update the rate for all accounts. That's static method, a calculator that add two number. It does not depend on any customer like add a plus b like this. So we should do a code at last maybe if you have time. So it advantage is method organization, behavior, improve readability, and promote code reuse using maintenance support principle. So it's common mistake by the beginners is forgetting self using self inside a static method, using cell class inside an instant method. These are the common mistake. So the practice program are create classes demonstrate instant class in a static method. compare output and modify class behavior. It's MCQ are like a self-refer to the kind of this is not MCQ, so we will skip this part. So I will ask you some MCQ that which parameter you use in an instant method. So you know self parameter is used with decorator create a self method. So at the rate class method decorator with decorator create a static method. The at the rate static method decorator which keyword refer to call itself. So it is class. So I will continue the next part in second video. So